for your economy and for employers in this country.
All right. The Prime Minister said last night, he said it before, that if you're an EU job seeker, if you come here from the EU, you don't have a job, but you come to look for a job, which many do, 77,000 did last year, you have to leave after 6 months if you don't, if you haven't found work. That's not true, is it?
Well, it is the strict application of habitual residency. I mean, it's something that would take quite a bureaucracy to actually police.
But habitual residency is not the law here. The law is European law. And the European Court has ruled since 1991 that there is no compulsion to leave after 6 months.
Well, my understanding is that and certainly the deal that he came back with on these negotiations,
this wasn't part of the negotiations.
No, it wasn't part of the negotiation, but it pointed out, and it was in his statement to Parliament, that 6 month rule should
It's not in the ECJ. The ECJ ruling says it's reasonable to ask people to leave after 6 months, but there's no enforcement mechanism. How would you enforce? How would you identify EU job seekers who've been here for 6 months but haven't found work? How would you identify them to get them to go back?
That's the difficulty, but I don't think it's impossible.
So therefore it's meaningless.
I don't think it's impossible if you're still within the European Union and if this issue is something you could discuss amongst other European Union countries, because it's of course reciprocal for our people who go to look for work abroad, that you could resolve that.
But how? This law has been enforced since 2014. Are you aware of any EU job seekers that have been sent back under it?
I'm not aware of any, but...
No. And you've just said we need to discuss. So it's not part of the deal. At the moment, it's also under EU law. You are not allowed to systematically verify. You cannot systematically verify who's a new EU job seeker and who isn't.
Well,
so again, you won't be able to do it.
During our
time
true, is it? In office, we had a register of workers who were from Eastern Europe, and we actually found 40% of the names on them had been here already. They'd come over as illegal migrants. As David Blunkett pointed out in a speech the other day.
Illegal migrants, we're not talking about illegals.
Well, but it's another aspect of this that we can tackle if we're in the European Union.
Could you accept that there is no compulsion for an EU job seeker who's been here for 6 months and hasn't got work to go back home?
I don't think that's been implemented. No, I don't think that's. Okay. I'm not saying it can't be implemented, but it's not implemented at the moment.
Thank you.